Rajputana, where tribes fought thorny battles for honor, victory and territory. Major Rajput clans like the Rathors of Marwar, the Sisodias of Mewar and the Kuchwahas of Amer had their own distinct cultures, codes of conduct and fortresses.
A fortress was a stern boundary protecting Rajput kingdoms and palaces, but eventually it became a symbol of a clan's stature.
In stature, the Kuchwahas of Jaipur were unrivaled. Their victory fort Jaigarh was low on embellishments but high on ammunition. In the weapon foundry, massive cannons were in the making. Rumour had it that Amer's Raja Man Singh, who was Akbar's general, brought the trade secrets from Kabul, where he had had great conquests. With power came lasting wealth, pomp and pageantry. What is a Rajput without his weapons? To this day, every year, the Rajput puts down his sword to honor it. I chose to visit Jaipur during the festive season to experience the customs and ceremony of all that is quintessentially Rajputana.
ये सारे वेपन्स जो आप देख रहे हैं ये आज के नहीं हैं, 450-500 साल पुराने वेपन्स हैं जिनकी विधिवत पूर्वक पूजा ब्राह्मणों के द्वारा महाराजा हर यंत्रों की करते हैं, शंख से लेकर के तोप तक.
Jumping into the ceremony and the group photo, the only woman among distinguished officers, I felt special. The ceremony begins. This could be the olden days, and the weapons here seem strange to the modern eye. Clubs, lances and maces that could only be wielded by men of old-fashioned strength. Though long out of use, even today they get a showering of roses and vermilion from the head of the royal family. This ceremony here is called the Shastra Pujan, where weapons are laid down and worshipped, and very specific verses are recited. Some of these weapons are believed to date back to the days of Raja Man Singh in battle. Maharaja Brigadier Sawai Bhavani Singh, the head of the royal family of Jaipur, is a decorated military man. He has the honor of being a brigadier for life. Everything under his purview happens with clockwork precision. The lineup of ornamental officers is orderly. The turbans are stiffly starched. The walk to the next puja, more like a march.
राजपूतों का दो ही पुराने समय में चीज़ थी, अस्त्र एंड शस्त्र. शस्त्र वेपन एंड अश्व जो है सवारी. लड़ाई के अलावा जब भी सवारी होती थी तो घोड़ा, हाथी, ऊंट, बैल, ये सारी चीज़ें वॉर में काम आती थी.
Maharaja Bhavani Singh takes his seat, and even the animals know to wait their turn for a garland, a tikka and a spray of rose water. That evening I had the chance to meet Maharani Padmini and Princess Diya. They told me a little bit about being part of India's most iconic royal family.
Well, I was born as a princess in Himachal, so I always had that background before I came into this bigger house, royal family. And when I first came here, it was a very traditional wedding, and when I came here, I came in a palki and my husband was on an elephant, so it was all like a fairy tale.
And what is it like to grow up here in City Palace?
It's wonderful growing up here, and I think it's a great privilege to be born in this family, and as well as a responsibility to restore the museum, to restore the City Palace, various areas of the City Palace. You feel so much more towards all this because it does belong to you and it's your heritage, and you have to pass it down the next generation.
See, it means a lot when something which came down through centuries as your family inheritance, and to belong to that kind of thing and to take care of things, it is more fulfilling, and it's like a great duty to one. I think nobody more bigger than my mother-in-law, the Rajmata, the present Rajmata. She's been an icon. Not only in beauty, she was very progressive, and she brought out a lot of the Rajput women from Parda by making a school for them when there was no such thing. The girls never went to schools. So I admire her.
Gayatri Devi was one of 5 children born to the Maharaja of Cooch Behar in present-day Bengal. As a young woman, she fell in love with Maharaja Sawai Man Singh II of Jaipur, who often visited her state for polo tournaments. Sawai Man Singh already had 2 wives, but in those days custom permitted him to marry again. His new bride Gayatri transformed the future of women in Jaipur and embraced polo, politics and the freedom struggle with a zest and grace that could only be her own. Her life today, more private than in her youth, when she was one of India's most photographed women.
So it's 7 goals to 2 now.
I've always been a bit shy of horses, ever since a mare called Chestnut threw me off her back. So I prefer to meet and greet rather than mount or trot.
It's Jaideep Singh with the ball. He's got Sameer Chaudhary, both captains there from the Indian cavalry. It's Sameer Chaudhary and Jaideep Singh. Jaideep Singh on the near side. So it is Sameer Chaudhary who gets on.
For Captain Sameer Chaudhary.
Pass to Gangesh.
Pass to Gangesh. Gangesh, yes.
Unmarked.
Unmarked. Gangesh's ball, unmarked.
One tap. A goal.
One tap goal. Happy to be here to announce the second goal to Gangor. The score as it stands is 6-1 in favor of Beach in 4 players on both sides. Nothing's changed since the last time on that front. We might see some change in goals. Getting ready. Everyone comes together. Back to the ball. Back to the ball. The ball goes towards far out. Unmarked ball. Anyone? Any takers?
Well done, Sunny.
Change of direction. He said it. Well done, Sunny. No Arun Paul pushing it forward. Sunny, yes. Oh, it's flying high. There we have it. Lots of men, one ball. Everyone running the same direction. Heading there. Who seems to have it? Yes, that's Samir. Samir with the ball. Yes, he gives it a tap. Coming, someone's up behind him. The ball's free. Who's going to take it now? Oh, yes, Samir. Once again towards his goal, but there's some competition. Two people coming up from behind. Oh, yes. Pep Singh. Now who's got it? Pep Singh to the backhand there. Now who has it? Jaideep going forward. Jaideep and someone behind you. Jaideep, keep going. Yes, that is far and out. And who's catching up with him? 4 on the blue. 4. That would be Samir Chaudhary. Now who is Samir Chaudhary? Signing off now, Amrita Gandhi, passing it over to Mickey.
The city of Jaipur, a metropolis today that belongs in no small measure to the traveller. Gate within gate lead you to a final set of brass doors, the entrance to City Palace, now thrown open to the public. Inside is an expansive galleries that you can explore at leisure, corners where you can have your own romance with a princely type, even if it is in your head. A floret of rifles in the Diwani Arm give me an idea of how a princess in love might have whiled away the hours.
He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me.
And then there's the mirrored cocoon of Sheesh Mahal. Set with red and green enamel, I can see why this would be the preferred love nest for princes who never take no for an answer.
Yes, darling, I will marry you. More feelings, yes. That's right, perfect. But it's tiny. Got. Great take.
The walls of City Palace are a much sought after backdrop for Hollywood, Bollywood and in this case Brazilian soap opera, with a Rajput plot. While the outdoor air is free, there are certain privileges you can pay for, like a visit to Sukh Nivas, a formal private room where heads of family meet heads of state. Here furniture and art are still carefully arranged for private conversations. Heirlooms worth a fortune in gawk value alone. A ceiling with 1,000 different types of hand-painted flowers. A miniature of Emperor Akbar. A Lalique dining table, massive pewter chairs with lion armrests. I feel a little underdressed.
If you're long enough in City Palace, you'll invariably catch some kind of festivities. So I'm just going to sneak into an inauguration of a new gallery. Wow, turns out this is an inauguration of the newly restored Darbar Hall or Public Audience Room. This is where real Darbars used to happen.
Yes, used to, yes. My grandfather actually took his oath ceremony when he became the first governor of the state. And it was right here that that happened.
Every piece here is original. In fact, the carpet that we're walking on right now is a 200-year-old piece.
So people who attended would have walked on these very carpets.
Yes.
Your forefathers would have sat there
They did, yes.
on those chairs.
Yes, this was actually a room which was used so often by them. Everybody's worked so hard on the restoration. As you can see, this is all araish, which is very difficult to restore. You don't really get the craftspeople, also you don't get the people to restore it anymore.
Every woman who married into Jaipur added a little piece of her own to its family customs. Maharani Padmini, whose mother is from Gujarat, brought Garba. So on special occasions, Rajasthani guests, with swishing silk, slipping chiffon and the glint of gold, sway to the lilting beats of Gujarati Garba Raat. I'm a little late for the function. Foreign guests have already arrived and are being met with customary commotion. Horse, camel and elephant processions, now reserved mostly for them. I've missed the ride, so have to be a little creative about making my way in. Finally, I'm in and join in for the dance. It was a good occasion for me to make some friends. Rajput girls, children of officers who took me out in the town to enjoy the pink city their way. The Pink City looks a pleasant shade of peach today. It got its moniker with a new coat of paint in 1876 at the time of Prince Albert's state visit. Major landmarks, shopping arcades and household doors are all a shade of the same color, still giving a fast-growing town some visual unity. Darshana, Vijayalakshmi, Shivantika, Deepa, 4 Jaipuri sisters take me out to buy chiffon. Next to the agenda are samosas in Namkeeno Ka Bazaar. We think this occasion calls for a group photo. This is going to be interesting. A vintage box camera that gives an entirely new perspective on Jaipur altogether.